You're listening to Radio Stories, real Reddit tales for real working people. On break, in the truck, or stuck at your desk. We've got you. Now on to the story. Throwaway for obvious reasons. It's been about 3 months. I've been sitting with it, trying to make sense of everything. I'm not looking for advice or judgment, I just need to put this somewhere outside my head. My wife, we'll call her Mara, and I have been together for over 12 years, married for 11. We have 2 kids, Ava, 9, and Noah, 6, they're everything. On the outside, we look like we had it together. We live in a quiet neighborhood, own a house, both have decent jobs. I work in tech from home, Mara's a high school counselor. People used to say we were, that couple, the solid ones. Then came Daniel. He's 37, an old college friend of Mara's who reappeared a few years ago after his divorce. Mara suggested he crash at our place for a couple weeks while he got back on his feet. I didn't love the idea, but I said okay. He'd always been around, barbecues, game nights, weekend hikes. The kids liked him. Too much, maybe. He was charming. Comfortable. Too comfortable. At first it was subtle. Mara seemed lighter when he was around. They'd talk in the kitchen late at night while I was putting the kids to bed. I heard her laugh once in a way I hadn't heard in years, like something inside her woke up. I joked about it one night, half serious, and she shut it down fast. Called me insecure. Said Daniel was just a friend. And then came the night that changed everything. I was taking out the trash, around 11 p.m. On my way back through the yard, I glanced through the kitchen window. And there they were. He had his hand on her lower back. She was leaning in. Not touching, but close. Too close. The kind of close that tells you exactly what's going on without a single word. I walked in through the back door. The air shifted. You could feel it. She looked caught. He looked like a deer in headlights. I asked, is something going on? She didn't deny it. Just started crying. Said it only happened once. That it wasn't planned. That she was overwhelmed, felt invisible, like she was just a mom and nothing more. That I'd been, emotionally unavailable. That Daniel saw her. I didn't yell. Didn't throw anything. Just sat there. Numb. The weeks after were a blur. She moved in with her sister. We started therapy. Daniel vanished from our lives, though not before I sent him one message, "You're dead to me." We told the kids it was a temporary separation. Kept it civil. Pretended things were okay. But inside, I felt broken in a way I didn't know was possible. She says she wants to fix it. Says she regrets it, deeply. She's doing therapy, writing letters, sending updates, showing up. And I believe she means it. But I don't know if that's enough. Because even if you patch the glass, the crack is still there. I still love her. That's the worst part. I love her. But I also don't trust her. I can't look at her the same way. It's like something foundational was quietly ripped out, and I didn't even notice until the whole house tilted. These days, I'm full-time with the kids. I've learned how to braid Ava's hair. Learned how to make pancakes 3 different ways. Learned how to fake energy when I have none left. I'm doing what needs to be done. But I'm stuck. Is staying weak? Is leaving braver? Or are they just 2 different kinds of pain? If you've ever been through something like this, how did you know what to do? Now the comments. First commenter, damn man, I felt every word of this. I caught my ex-wife emotionally cheating with her coworker. It never got physical, as far as I know, but the late-night texts, the inside jokes, the way she smiled at her phone, yeah. That level of betrayal is hard to explain unless you've lived it. You're doing amazing for your kids, more than you know. Whatever you decide, you've already proven you're not weak. Poster response, thank you, seriously. It means a lot to hear from someone who's been through something similar. That kind of betrayal, even if it's just emotional, changes the way you see the world. I'm doing my best for the kids, but some days it still feels like I'm barely keeping it together. Your words helped more than you probably realize. Now the next commenter, if she really wants to rebuild, she'll be patient with your pain, not just rush you to move on. I think it's okay to sit in this limbo a bit. You're not obligated to make any huge decisions yet. But make sure you're healing, not just holding it all in for the kids. You deserve peace too. Poster response, you nailed something I didn't even realize I was struggling with, the pressure to decide or move on. I've felt guilty for not knowing what I want yet. But maybe sitting with it is part of the healing. Thank you for the reminder that I don't have to rush clarity. Now the next commenter, as someone who was once on the other side of this, it's not about one night or one mistake. It's usually years of small emotional disconnections that nobody talks about. Not excusing her, just offering context. Rebuilding is possible, but only if she's radically honest and you both rewire the relationship from the ground up. It's brutal. But possible. Poster response: I appreciate your honesty so much. I've been stuck in a loop of anger, but hearing the perspective from the other side, especially with self-awareness, helps me look at this with a little more clarity. Not forgiveness yet, but understanding. Thank you for showing up with that kind of truth. If you're into these stories, give it a like, drop a comment if something hits home, and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Let's get into it. Update: my wife, 35F, cheated on me, 36M, with a close family friend. Turns out it wasn't just once, and it goes way deeper than I ever imagined. I wish I was posting something hopeful. I wish I could say we were working through it or that clarity had finally come. But the truth is, things just got worse, in a way I didn't even think was possible. A few days ago, Mara broke down during therapy. Full-on sobbing, couldn't look me in the eye. She finally admitted it wasn't just once. It was a full-blown affair. Started months before I caught them in the kitchen. They were sneaking around while I was home. While I was with the kids. While I was making dinner or doing school drop-offs. They'd hook up during the day when I was in Zoom meetings or asleep early from exhaustion. She said it started emotionally and spiraled. I don't even know what that means anymore. And here's the part that wrecked me all over again. She admitted that she was the reason Daniel's marriage ended. His wife found out 2 years ago. Not by accident. She suspected Mara and made her take a paternity test on our kids behind my back. I guess she needed leverage or confirmation. Mara confessed the test came back showing both Ava and Noah are mine, biologically mine, at least. But Daniel's wife never told me. She just kicked him out and left me in the dark. No warning. No anonymous letter. Nothing. Because, according to Mara, Daniel's ex felt bad for me. Let that sink in. She found out her husband was sleeping with a married woman, confirmed the kids weren't his, and still chose to protect me from that knowledge. She told Mara, he deserves better than this. And walked away. Meanwhile, I've been sitting here for years thinking Daniel was just a sad, broken guy who needed a place to crash, not realizing he was sleeping with my wife under my roof. I feel humiliated. Violated. Stupid. I can't stop playing back the last few years of my life like a bad movie. All the smiles, the game nights, the way Mara defended him. It all feels poisoned now. Like I've been living in a life someone else was directing, and I didn't even know I was the joke. I'm more depressed than I've ever been. I'm still showing up for the kids. I still cook breakfast. I still take them to soccer and piano. But inside, I feel hollow. Like I'm performing my own life. I don't know how to trust anyone. Not even my own instincts. They failed me too. Mara keeps saying she wants to make it right. She says she finally understands the damage. But I don't know if there's anything left to fix. I don't know what comes next. I just know I'm not okay. And now for the comments: man, I was holding out hope for you after the first post, but this? This is a different level. Years of lies. Inside your home. Around your kids. And that poor woman had to deal with it quietly, alone, while protecting you more than your own wife did? I'm so sorry. This isn't just betrayal, it's cruelty wrapped in cowardice. OP's response: thank you, really. And yeah, it turns out Daniel's ex didn't even know he ended up staying with us. She had already left the country. She moved back to Ecuador after the DNA test came back clean, said she needed to start fresh and wanted no more drama. I get it, but I also feel abandoned in a way. Like I was left holding the grenade after it already blew up. Next response from commenters: the fact that Daniel's ex had to be the one to demand a paternity test, and didn't even tell you, tells you everything about her character. And Mara? I'm sorry, but that's not someone who just made a mistake. That's someone who built a second life on top of yours. You deserve peace, brother. And better people in your corner. OP's response: you're absolutely right. She showed me more decency than my wife ever did. But now that I know she left the country right after all that happened, and never followed up, never warned me, I can't lie, I'm angry. Not at her exactly, just at how this whole thing was allowed to play out behind my back. I was living a lie and everyone else knew something. Final response from commenters: you are doing something heroic right now. Still showing up for the kids. Still making breakfast. Still standing, even when everything inside feels broken. I went through something similar and barely held it together. Don't let anyone rush you to move on. This kind of pain changes a person. Just know you're not alone. OP's response: appreciate your words more than you know. I'm trying to stay standing, mostly for the kids. But yeah, I found out she moved to Ecuador right after everything. Didn't tell a soul, just ghosted the entire mess. Can't blame her, but I wish she'd told me something. Anything. Even anonymously. I'm tired of being the last to know in my own life. Thanks for listening. If this story stuck with you, leave a comment, hit like, and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Until next time.